And about this tour, we had a great time. I want you to repeat after me. The greatest band ever, backing you up. And
Well, I would second that emotion. It is a good band. Great musicians. They worked hard. They rehearsed all our songs, and
they actually showed up.
And they showed up, and they're just fantastic musicians, every one of them.
But it's been a
The
real.
only thing, has there been a hit song written on the tour?
I've had some ideas.
I was working on one called "I Hope You Go Blind Because I Don't Want You to See Me This Way." But I'm not sure we'll ever get that one finished.
That's a song, but it's not a hit song. It says,
Or I hate every bone in your body but mine.
I wrote one, and I wrote this for Mark. This is one I wrote for Mark. It's called "The Smaller the Potatoes, the Bigger the Beef."
Yep.
You got it now. You got it now.
I got it.
I knew you'd top us.
Been laying there like a possum behind the log,
Yeah,
waiting on that.
I just have one question that only y'all can answer. How did we do 15 days and 17 days? 15 dates and 17 days without Ben Dorsey?
We had Ben Dorsey.
Where's he at?
He was in Vegas. He was in.
I didn't see him.
I didn't see him, but he was there.
I saw him, and I was so amazed that he is now with Brooks and Dunn. You know that?
There was a Dorsey
He
sighting.
is
Well,
with Brooks.
He's working with him.
he works with him, and they love him, and I can understand.
Oh, and also, can you tell? Price here is quite the cattleman. And everything. You might interest him in some of your Dorseys. Have you?
Well,
told him
I've
about
got Ben Dorsey. Maybe everybody don't know who Ben Dorsey is. That we could start out with that.
Yeah.
He's got a ranch up there, up in Greenville, up or wherever you are.
Well, he's closer to the deer than I am, so he crossbreed like that.
Would you like to share this
He's
with
the
the world?
greatest roadie in the world.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Started
Absolutely.
with John Wayne and who?
Well, he worked for me for 10 or 15 years.
Is that what happened?
He was working for Ray when I went to work playing bass in '61. Ben Dorsey was the band boy, loading and unloading, and we'd time him. Okay, Ben, how long? And he'd work and run and work, sweat.
I tell you, I could put him up against anybody who'd load putting your band in or out. Now, you might have to repair one every now and then.
Or he might take a couple of things that didn't belong on the bus.
That's good.
You said one time, you've heard of the $6 million man. Well, he's the $2 model.
The $2 model of that.
Well, I know he was efficient. One time Ray was out there singing, and he did his deal, and he run off to the thing and took his guitar off, and watching the audience, he was to go back to an encore, and Ben grabbed his guitar and ran to the bus with it. Ray was standing there without a guitar. One time I got up.
Well, I guess he finally heard how I played it.
I got up one morning to get on the bus, and he packed all my clothes, everything. And it was everything I had was on the bus. So he's a hard
what
worker.
you could do. You could be in the town at 2 o'clock in the morning, and everything closed except police department. Tell the boy, I wish I could have some fried chicken. And in less than an hour, he'd have you a plate full of fried chicken. I don't know how in the hell he did it, but he did it more than once. I think he'd wake people up that need to cook some chicken.
It's like Dale Parter finding whiskey, but he could find it any time. Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, he could find you a gallon.
But Dorsey was with Thompson before he went with me.
Yeah.
Really?
And there with me, and then with Will, and a bunch of us. But he worked longer with Will.
Then when they made the Alamo movie, he became John Wayne's valet and good pal.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Ann Margaret somehow. I was watching, remember that? I was watching TV, and Ann Margaret pulls him up out of the audience to dance with him.
He was also an ice skater,
Yeah, he told me.
I guess.
Best thing I ever saw was he come on my bus one day. This is about 3 years ago, and he said, "Look, Willie, give me a pair of boots." Somebody giving Willie some cowboy boots, and he puts them like this. And I looked down, and he's got them on the wrong feet, pointed out like that, and he'd wore them over there.
The other day, I've got some horses, and down there I was looking out the one at the horses, and there were some deer over there, and some bales of hay, and they was all over there eating. So I told Ben, I said, Ben, let's cross the deer with the horses, and we'll call them Dorseys.
Did he get it?
Oh, he loved it. He loved the ideas.
Well, that's the circus that surrounds these guys. I just ran off at the circus here for 3 weeks, but
That's just one member of the circus.
that's
If you don't have a circus, you'll sure get out of this business in a hurry. That's the way it is.
That's it, Bill.
We surround
Print that.
ourselves.
Print that. Well, you got anything else you want to say?
I think that's awesome. Just,
You guys want to confess anything?
cameras are still
You want to say something on camera?
Nicole's baby's
Is
father.
not the father of Nana Nicole's baby. Let's get that
Send
straight.
us right
now.
out to CNN. Right.
Because they're going to have
There's
some
absolutely
DNA
no
to prove it.
You sure it's not yours?
Okay, wait, one thing. Anna Nicole
Would you go
Smith.
for a TNA? I mean a DNA.
Okay, Anna Nicole Smith is from Mahia.
Right,
Cindy
And his
Walker
wife
is
is
from
from
Mahia.
Mahia.
right. Two different ladies.
Gino McCausland was from Mahia.
Gino was from Mahia.
That's where the similarity.
No, they said
Gino was from the other side of the track.
Merle. They said that well, you know, Cindy Walker's had some really big hits.
Boy, I could come back with a lot of things.
Go on, I'm setting you up.
What she's got now, or what you had.
Oh shoot! Hey, listen. Say something about Cindy Walker. That's all. Willie just did an album a couple years ago. Cindy stuff. We've all.
Man, her phone speak for herself.
I had a number one
Great
record
songwriter.
of a Cindy Walker tune, Cherokee Maiden,
Yeah, I
and
recorded several
was
of them,
an
so.
admirer of her writing.
A couple of her songs made it to the Last of the Reed album too. It was kind of Fred come up with a couple of songs. Night Watch and Farewell Party. And I think you went in and sang on. Did you go sing on any of that?
Farewell Party.
Yeah.
One of the
She's a
most
great writer.
amazing writer. You know,
She wrote when she's 12 years old. She wrote Dusty Skies.
I recorded that.
She never married, and I always wondered if going away party was a secret message between her and Bob.
I think she was secretly in love with Bob.
I've always thought
She was married for 5 months once.
If
and
not, it makes for good press.
Nobody's ever
Mhm.
known
Good story.
who, what, where, or when. But I met her that year that she went to the CMA show. They put her in the Country Music Hall of Fame. And I'd never met her. I talked to her on the phone a number of times and cut a bunch of her songs. And she was there, and she had on that old dress. Did you see that year she did that? Did you see what she did? She had this really old dress. This was in 1990.
Who?
Cindy Walker. She had this real old, kind of ratty-looking, funky dress. And I didn't say nothing, you know. And she went up on stage to the CMAs when they inducted her, and she said, "Some of y'all might wonder about this dress." She said, "My mama, who was her, her mama played the piano
Her mom was with her all the time.
and wrote half those songs with her, because Cindy would sing. She didn't play nothing. Anyway, she said, in 1950 something, Mama bought me this dress, saying someday you're going to be in the Country Music Hall of Fame." And she kept the dress for almost 50 years. She said, and told the story on CBS prime time. It was one of the most touching things I'd ever seen, man. And she was an amazing lady, man. Wrote songs for everybody. Obviously, Bob Wills, Gene Autry, Jim Reeves, Eddie Arnold, and then on to Roy Orbison, and every one of these guys who recorded them.
Well, let me say that I want to thank you, Sleep at the Wheel, Freddie Powers,
And Freddie, absolutely.
yeah, Ray Price, and the Cherokee Cowboys, and Merle. This has been fun.
It really has. I've enjoyed it
I
myself.
think we've hit a big lick for country music. And that's what I want to say.
Yeah,
Somebody said we had a total of 75,000 people on a little old tour. Something like that.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
So,
All right, let's-
thank you very much.